live with us now on NFL Now. Thank you, sir. Something is missing from this list. Where's Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is coming off of basically his worst fantasy season since he took over as a starter in Green Bay. Averaged 17 fantasy points per game. That's not all that great. Scored fewer than 15 fantasy points in 10 of 16 games. Andrew, that's bad. And I have Aaron Rodgers ranked as the QB 12 this season, which means he is a low-end QB1. That is really the worst ranking Rodgers has had since he took over in Green Bay after the Brett Favre era.
All right, I just think you're reading his jersey, and you messed this one up. But that's my opinion. Austin Eckler is your 9th-rated running back. That's interesting.
Yeah, Austin Eckler could end up even going higher because right now, well, Melvin Gordon, slated to be a free agent, looks like he could probably be on the move. But Eckler, in the 4 games that he played when Gordon was holding out, averaged nearly 27 fantasy points per game. He had the most fantasy points of any Chargers running back since LaDainian Tomlinson. And if Gordon does go, which we all seem to think he will, Eckler could end up being a top 8 pick in fantasy leagues. Right now, I've got him as a 2nd rounder, but he could end up going in the 1st round. As for Gordon, depending on where he lands, well, he could be a 2nd or 3rd rounder. I like him potentially in Houston or Tampa Bay from a fantasy perspective.
All right, you have OBJ as the 16th best wide receiver. Fantasy numbers here.
Yeah.
You're not bullish on Kevin Stefanski? What's the deal?
Well, Stefanski this past year ran the ball a ton, right? One of the biggest rushing ratios among NFL teams in the entire league. And let's put it this way. I mean, Stephon Diggs was not in the top 20 in terms of fantasy points per game among wide receivers. Neither was Adam Thielen. And Beckham's coming off his worst season as a pro from a fantasy standpoint, averaged fewer than 13 fantasy points per game. When he was with the Giants, he averaged 18 or more every single season. So OBJ goes from a top 5 wide receiver to a wide receiver 2.
Interesting. Michael Fabiano crunching fantasy numbers 6 months before your
It's
draft.
never too soon. We do this every year, and it's never too soon.
I'm not mad. I'm impressed. Thank you, sir.
You got it.